Hello and welcome back to Bookish. It's Thursday night, Thanksgiving night here in the United States of America, and tomorrow is Black Friday. And I was tagged to participate in a Black Friday tag, which is created by Kelly from Books I'm Not Reading. And I was informed about this tag and asked to do it by Lukáš over at Totally Pretentious. And so this is me late at night doing the Black Friday Booktube tag. So there are 6 questions. Question number 1: what book would you stand in line at 2 a.m. in the freezing cold to buy? None. I have a feeling that I'm going to grumpy old man this Black Friday Booktube tag in a huge way. There is no book that I would stand in line in the middle of the night on a freezing night at 2 a.m. to buy. Not for myself. I'm 51, and I can't imagine a book that I would be so excited about at my age that I couldn't just wait till the next day to go out and get it. Number one, if it's 2 a.m. in the morning, as maybe you could tell from this video, if it's 2 a.m. in the morning, even if I got the book, I wouldn't be reading it that night. I'd have to go home and sleep for about 10 hours, and which time I could probably just wake up and buy the book at a regular time. Having said that, I did go out with my wife and kids to buy the new installment of the Harry Potter books. I believe that I was there for the Order of the Phoenix, the Half-Blood Prince, and the Deathly Hallows when those books came out. And I did once get in line on a fairly cold morning in November to buy a Wii gaming system for my family, for my kids, for one Christmas. So I have done it, but I think I'm way too old to do it now. Anyway, that was question 1. Question 2 was, would you fight someone over the last copy of a book? And if so, what book? Again, I'm going to grumpy old man this and tell you that no, I can't think of a single book that I would fight someone over the last copy of. Again, my brain tells me that there'll be more books at some other bookstore and some other place, and I'm not really prone to violence. Having said that, it's not that I wouldn't necessarily fight someone in a bookstore, but I don't think I would fight because there was a copy of a book that I wanted that somebody else got the last copy of. Unless, they cut in front of me or were rude to my family or my kids or something like that. So I don't think I'd fight anybody for a book. That was question number 2. Question 3, what signed first edition would you sacrifice a body part for, and what body part? Again, I'm not sure that I am that interested in a signed first edition. Perhaps if it were a signed first edition of a book by Honoré de Balzac, let's see, Lost Illusions or Père Goriot, I might think about it. And in that case, I'd probably give up my pinky toe for one of those, for a signed first edition of those books. So pinky toe and a first edition of Honoré de Balzac, one of his more well-known novels that I've read I liked. I think that might be it. I'm trying not to just, completely be negative about every single thing. Number 4, what is the best deal you've ever gotten on a book? Well, I'm ashamed to say that I've stolen more than one book from people that I know, either intentionally or unintentionally. I believe that I unintentionally ended up with a copy of Gabriel Garcia Marquez's An Evil Hour, which I took from my best friend in college. His name is Rick, and I still have that copy of that book. And I also knowingly snatched my mom's copy of Ulysses, which, in all honesty, I don't think she was likely to read it again. But it's an older hardback edition, and it actually has the text of the court rulings in which Ulysses was declared not to be obscene and allowed to be published in the United States. And I took that book, and it's back there on my shelf. right now. So that's a pretty good deal. Books you don't pay for at all. So that would probably be the best deal I ever got on a book. Question 5. Given the choice, would you rather spend Black Friday reading or buying books? I'm tempted to look at the camera and say, what do you think? And the answer is reading. I will be spending Black Friday reading in an attempt to get through my nonfiction November TBR. I will definitely be reading on Black Friday, and I will not be out shopping or buying books. Question number 6. What is the longest you would wait in line for a signing by your favorite author? I don't have any interest in having books signed by an author, so if the wait was longer than 10 or 15 minutes, that's probably my limit. I'd much rather go to a reading, listen to them talk about the book, read from the book. I'd much rather attend a panel with one of my or some of my favorite authors on it. But a signed copy of a book, and then just kind of that moment where you get to theoretically interact with them. And I don't know what you say other than, oh, I love your work so much and it means so much to me, and then they say thank you and they ask you for your name and they sign the book. That really doesn't do anything for me. If I could do it quick and it was somebody I really liked, Edward St. Aubin, Cormac McCarthy, Louise Erdrich, I would think about it, but I'd much rather hear them talk than have them sign a book. And then question number 7, what booktuber would you most like to wait in the same line with you? There are a number of people who I've met through Booktube who are just awesome, and I would love to stand and have a conversation with them. And if they were in line, I probably would be more than happy to wait with them in that line. I have a feeling most of those people are already in on this tag. For instance, Lukáš and Kelly and Jason. So I'm going to pick somebody who I'm not sure isn't on the tag, and hopefully he'll see the video and do it. And that's Justin from Ghost Reader. If you haven't seen his videos on World War I, you really should go over there and look at it. He's really interesting, and I really like his videos. I like his style. We have fairly similar interests and reading taste, and I think that would be a good conversation. So, Justin, if you see this video, you're now obligated to do this tag. Anyway, that's my take on the Black Friday Booktuber tag, and thanks to Lukáš for letting me know about this and including me, and thanks to Kelly for making this tag. Let me know what you think about my grumpy old man comments in the comments section, and thank you for watching.